Hello, my name is Olga Podorovskaya. I'm Bretaharian since 30 July 2011. My life totally changed. I share this experience through my videos, webinars, lectures and workshops. There are a lot of people who are interested in this lifestyle. I have a lot of students who also are interested in Bretaharian lifestyle. Today I will tell you my story. I will tell you what's happened in my life last 2 years. Also, that's very pleasant. A woman who is sitting with me is my student. We know each other for 1 week, and today she will also share some of her experience. At summer of 2011 I was in the countryside and I got a book of Jasmuchin. At that time I wasn't really interested in Bretaharianism because I thought that it's quite strange, quite mystical, and actually I was sure that it's impossible. I didn't believe that a man can live without food. All what I knew at that time was 21 days transition process of Jasmuchin, and I felt scare and fear about this process. When I started to read the book, I actually didn't read it, just flipping some pages, and found out one interesting point. I was shut down by this phrase. Our cells already know that we are Bretaharians. All what we need is just to remember. I was so astonished by this phrase. I stopped reading the book and didn't read it anymore. And then, about 10 minutes, I just think and consider this. And then something happened. I don't like the term transition process, because it's not. I can tell you because of my experience and experiences of 50 students who are also already become Bretaharians. It's more about remember. When you got this feeling, the feelings in your body immediately change. You don't do something making some changes, but you just remember. You are the source of everything that your body needs. You give up a belief that you need something external in order to live. An idea that we need some food in order to live is illusion. And when you become free of that illusion, you start to see clearly. I was in this state for about 1 month, but I got some unexpected problems with my family. Problems were with my husband, who saw these changes. These changes was so difficult for him that he told me that I need to make a choice to go to this process or to be with him. He said that maybe we can do it together. We will read some books, try to go to this process together, and so on. We moved to a very wild place. There were no people around. Voronezh town in the Russia. We planted some fruits and vegetables in the garden. And finally, when I became a Bretaharian second time, he told me that I better go to drink some beer. I don't want to be a Bretaharian. It's not mine. Our relationships come to the end, and I decide to go further in this path. I began to see clearly how it works, any details of the process, and I started to develop a technology of Bretaharianism. Now I teach people how to go to Bretaharianism in several months. Why I share my experience, why I have my own technology of transition to breatharianism. Because there are some misunderstandings about this lifestyle in our society. Thanks to different books and videos of some breatharians, people think that transition to breatharianism is something hard. People think that yes, it's possible, but it's very difficult and long. At first you have to go to a vegetarian diet, then vegan, then raw food, then fruitarian, then liquidarian, and finally in some years you can become a 100% vegetarian. And I'm sure that it's a mistake and it's not necessary. Before my process, I wasn't a vegetarian, I eat a lot of meat. Actually, there are no any transitions or processes. You was always a breatharian and now you are a breatharian too. I developed my system with people who were sick, who have a lot of diseases. And it's very unique because normally people make their health better and then go to breatharianism. Also, people think that you need to do some exercises, some energy and physical exercises. I actually just lying on my sofa for 1 year. Before breatharianism, I had a bad health, and when I started to eat and drink nothing, I saw some good changes in my health. My body becomes better every day. It wasn't something that you become a Superman immediately. It's like in the beginning you get more energy, then you become healthier, then some sort of regeneration happens and maybe strong changes in the body. You go through total surrender and accept everything in this world without any judgment. You become absolutely free and feel that you are the source of everything. I've discovered that I'm the source of any nutrition that I need, of any joy, any love, everything. That's why I don't need anything from external world anymore. Any moment I feel deep pleasure in any circumstances. I suggested my transition system to my neighbor. She was about 70. She was very sick. She had diabetes and she needed insulin. She didn't want to go to breatharian. She just wanted to live. We tested sugar level every day and in 14 days it became to a normal. She asked me if she can live without insulin, and I told her that I don't know because I'm not a doctor. She became younger and healthier and even started to do some physical exercises. I told it to my mother. She lived in Ukraine and also had diabetes. Also needed insulin and besides had oncology problems. She came to me and also tried 2 weeks course. I asked her to make medical tests before and after course. Medical test results was very interesting for me. My mom wasn't also interested in any spiritual development or going to breatharianism. She just wanted to look good and feel better. She got it and now she don't have to eat, but she eat food because of pleasure. I wrote in the internet that I become a breatharian and I have my own technology, and I invited some people who are interested to try this technology. 40 people came from different places from Russia and Eastern Europe. Amazing people with great experiences. We fixed everything in their processes. Through this investigation, we found out three types of people. First type is people who are really interested in Bretaharian lifestyle and spiritual development, and through this process they become Bretaharians and increase their spirituality. Second person who go to Bretaharian after me was a boy, 16 years old. He became a Bretaharian after me in 2 months, and he did it very fast. In the last lecture, I told people that after lecture they may become Bretaharians or enlightened persons, and it's very fun. They, after lecture, in some days, they call to me and say that they don't want eat, they don't eat, and they don't know what to do. So, guys, you can become a Bretaharians or enlightened person after this lecture. I work with people through Skype from different places, also from Germany and England. I had Skype with a girl from Germany and with my friend yesterday, and I discovered that people, even if people don't want to go Bretaharian, if they work with me, they give up eating food. It's very fun when people give up the food without any intention. It's very easy to be a housekeeper in the Bretaharian family because you don't have to cook at all. So, three types of people. First, people who really wanted to go to Bretaharian. Second type of people is who want to increase their energy level to get some spiritual experiences and maybe have some pleasure of these processes. These people want to be free from food, but sometimes eat some food because of pleasure. Third type of people is sick people who have some diseases. I'm not a doctor, I don't want to treat somebody, but maybe in the future I think about opening a Bretaharian medical center where professional specialists would work. I want to bring to society some alternative medical methods of curing and treatment. In the months after I became a Bretaharian, I fell into an enlightenment. I went through deep transformation. It happened in one moment. I just working on the outside and realized that I don't need any food, any water, any sleeping and any air. I realized that my body is not only independent, but it has a creative divine force. I stopped breathing and become totally enlightened person. When I go to Bretaharianism, I was dreaming about enlightenment because before Bretaharianism I was interested in enlightenment for 20 years. I'm seeking the spiritual truth and tried to become an enlightened person. When I became a Bretaharian second time, I was still waiting an enlightenment, but it wasn't happen. In the past, I hadn't any Bretaharian friends. I wasn't have them, but in the second time when I became Bretaharian, I got a lot of Bretaharian friends, and they were very interesting people.
We shared our experiences with each other, have some conversations, discussions. One woman had big problems with health. She had a stroke and paralysis, and she just wanted to become a bit healthier. While the process, she became feel better, but she didn't become free from all her healthy problems. But then I face it with paranormal situations when if you think about something, it's immediately become real in your life experience. I bought scales and watched really strong changes in my weight. There were situations when I gained or lost 10 pounds in one day, while I drink and eat nothing. It's absolutely different processes. These processes do not depend from basic body functions. But you still have metabolism, you still go to a toilet. It's more like energy changes in your body. You go through energy transformation and change your perception of the external world. In my case, it was releasing from all sickness and diseases which I had before. Now I'm a full healthy person. I weighed 230 pounds before, and I lost 60 pounds during 8 months of breatharianism. People think that if you don't eat and drink, then you lose a lot of weight. It's not actually true, because I have some people who gain weight in a Bretaharian lifestyle, and I think that everybody who lost weight normally lost this weight because of fear. Actually, if you go to Bretaharianism, your weight is normalizing. If you have extra weight, you lose weight. If you don't have enough weight, you gain weight. When I was losing weight, it wasn't something difficult for me. I didn't remember about my weight until I check out my wardrobe. Losing 60 pounds was easy and unseen for me. Interesting moment was with skin. Because of losing weight, I had hang and sack skin, but I didn't worry about it because I know of it through my fasting experiences. But in 2 days, my skin became fit, normal, and beautiful. Olga, sorry, please tell us again, how much did you weigh? 230 pounds in the beginning and now 170. My weight is normalizing and I still go through this process. Actually, at one moment I lost interest about what's happening with my health, with my body. I just feel that it's all okay. It's not very important what's happening with me. The more important thing is my technology of transition. I started to travel all over the Russia, share my knowledge, and I was for several times in Moscow and in St. Petersburg. Olga, I have a question for you. What do you think about Bretaharian lifestyle in the city, where you have very dirty air and you breathe this dirty air and you need to get rid of it? Doesn't matter, it's just another idea. Your body produces everything you need in order to live. That's why you don't worry about external circumstances like dirty air. On my website you can find some basic information about breatharian lifestyle and some stuff related to this. Some people just read this information from my website, and it was enough for them in order to go to a breatharian. It shows again that transition is not something impossible. I like the idea of Joachim M. Verdin, who is one of the investigators of breatharian lifestyle. He wrote a book about this, and he says that some people actually can't get rid of the feeling that you need something to eat. When people asked Joachim, what do you eat? He answered, nothing. I can drink and eat nothing, or I can drink some water, or maybe to eat something. It doesn't influence to me. You can do everything what you want. Absolutely. Olga, sorry, what are you doing? Do you do some meditations or prayers? No, I am absolutely free from everything. I don't have to work to do some exercises in order to be cool. I feel amazing. I just enjoy the life. Do you have any new goals? Yes, today I got a new goal. Some people suggest me a new idea, which I like very much. And about the boy who go to Bretaharian after me, my student, in 4 days after my work with him, he called me and said that yes, I liked nuts very much, but I now don't want it. And then in 2 or 3 days he calls and says, I don't want to drink water. And I reply, I answer to him, if you don't want to drink or eat, don't do it. And in some days he said to me that he just tried to drink some water, but he didn't like it. I have another situations. My student, another boy, he's a schoolboy, and his mom pushes him to eat. He has to eat the food which his mom gives to him. When his mom doesn't see him, he just throw out the food, and he says that he doesn't lose the condition of breatharianism. You can drink or not, you can sleep or not, you can breathe or not. You are absolutely independent. But all this freedom come in some time. When you become a breatharian, at first, yes, you feel amazing, but you don't have these extra possibilities. But in some months, maybe in some years, even years, you can become absolutely free from everything in our physical world. When I started a breatharian lifestyle, I wasn't so free. I was crying about problems with my husband, and the beginning was hard. Lifestyle without food is not about prison, it's about freedom. Why people die because of fasting? I don't know, because I didn't die, but I have an analogy that if you are on the water and you sink, why do you sink? Because you can swim, but you sink. When I'm on the water, I can't sink. So people think because they fear of because they think that they have to think and they fear of it, and for them it's more important than to survive. The same thing with food. If you think that you can't live without food, of course you will die without food. But if you know that you can absolutely be free from food and live without food, you will not die. I was swimming at winter in very very cold water, and at first when I went to this water I felt frozen, then I felt hot, and then I felt some unity with this water, and I didn't feel any cold or any hot. I just be the one with this water, and I was swimming in the very very cold water for about 2 hours without any problem. Actually, all your relationships with external physical world depends on your mind, of your beliefs. When I connect with free people who were already enlightened persons, and they started to teach me of the subject of enlightenment. One of them called me in the morning, the second in the evening, the third in the night, and I was talking with them on Skype almost all days long. At that time I realized that yes, I want to be an enlightened person, but I didn't understand what happening in my life. And then I started to realize in the deepest level what these guys say to me. One of these guys, my good friend Dmitry Leikin, told me a very interesting thing, which is if you think and believe that enlightenment is something mystical or a godness gift, yes, it may be mystical or a gift for you, but enlightenment also can be a technology, a very precious technical thing that everybody can use. It means that it's not something untouchable or non-understandable. It's something real, and everybody can use a technology of enlightenment and become an enlightened person. When you become an enlightened person, you discover very particular things. You just see the enlightenment and what does it mean. And when you clearly see these things, you just become an enlightened person, because you can't be still an average person. It's like a fact. You see the fact that you are an enlightened person, and this is very clear for you, and life is totally changed when it happens. Everything in your life experience will absolutely change if you become an enlightened person. Now I live in another way. I try to explain it. I'm watching on the telephone, and every moment this telephone become a new for me. It means that I'm not engaged in this world. This world is like a cinema for me, and every moment is different. Every moment in my life is new for me, and I feel it, and it's very inspiring, and it gives you a lot of energy. I discovered also that intuition or heart centering is just an illusion. There is no right or wrong, no good or bad. Everything is just happen. Everything that is happen is right. and all these ideas about right or wrong, good or bad, is just an ideas, it's just a theory. Where is a standard of what right or wrong? Who is a man who decide what's in our world is right or wrong? It's just an opinions of, it's just an ideas that something right or something wrong. Actually, there is no standards. There is no persons or any any I am who decide that it's right or wrong. It's just all an illusions and abstractions. When you got this, when you accept everything in this reality, when you totally surrender, you got understand that intuition is just another form. It's just another thing in our life. It's not something better or worse. It's just another experience in another thing in our life, and it's not the thing that you have to seeking for. Hello, my name is Nadezhda. I wanna thank Olga because she's a very kind and good person. I met her some time ago, and I went through education with Olga. At first day when we work, I try to realize that the mind is just a machine. It's just a thinking machine. It's not something yours. It's just another car which you see outside. Next day I went through food education, Bretaharian education, and after this I thought, how I can live without my favorite food? How can I live without my fish? I really like fish. How I can live without my coffee? It was absolutely strange and astonishing for me to live without my favorite food. In a couple of days I met with my friend, and she suggested me a fish. I ate this fish. Yes, it was very tasty, but I felt like I don't really need it. It's something absolutely not for my nutrition. I just don't need this stuff. And it was like a transition. This moment when I realized that I don't need any fish or food, it was a transition for me in my mind. I realized that any food is just an empty stuff for me, that I don't need it. I ate because of habits, because everybody, our society told us that we have to eat. And this was another idea of mine, that we should eat in order to live. Actually, we don't need it. I developed transition technology in a way that everybody can do it without any uncomfortable feelings. My system consists of 3 steps. First step is work with a mind and an enlightenment and becoming an enlightened person. Second step is actually a transition to Bretaharian lifestyle, and the third step is detoxification. Detoxification is a very important point. But I have some students now who go to a Bretaharian lifestyle without detoxification. But if you do this, if you go to a Bretaharian without detoxification, you will get very strong physical weakness and very uncomfortable feelings. When you go to a Bretaharian with my system, you don't feel any food or water cravings. Olga, what about sexual energy? Yes, good question. When you go to a Bretaharian, your sexual energy is increasing. It means that you don't have any problems with making children, it's okay with it. Vice versa, you become more stronger sexually. Then some very interesting processes is happening. You become free from sleeping. You have so much energy that you can not sleeping. Then you become breathing less and less. You even can stop the breathing. You can transform yourself in a Bretaharian lifestyle in a light body. And now I'm working with technology of transformation into a light body. But I don't feel that there are a lot of people who want to go into a light body, because when you are happy with yourself, when you are enlightened Bretaharian, you don't need any light bodies. You are okay with your physical body. I just wanna tell you that our possibilities are infinite. I don't have any unnecessary thinking. I live very spontaneously. I just explore the life in any experiences, and it's like if I want something, I can do it. And my wishes, maybe my experiences changes. It's not something stable or controllable. It's just a flow. I totally live in a flow. I don't have any opinion or view of how my life have to be. I just accept everything what happens in my life. The key thing in an enlightenment process is disappearing of I am. The life is just a summary of thoughts, wishes, feelings, actions, and attention, and it's an independent flow. You are not a person. You are not a soul. You are not a consciousness. You are just nothing. And this nothing is explore everything. If you will try to find I am, you will eventually find nothing. It's like discontinuously living. When I got this perception, I lost all my ideas. I live every moment as a new person. It's like you die every moment and alive again. And I don't have any plan. Yes, I have some wishes, but they are independent. They just happens. I don't have any important for me goals in terms of changing our society, changing our world. People ask me, why do you share your knowledge? Why do you have your videos, lectures, workshops? Why do you educate people how to become an enlightened Bretaharians? And I can tell you that this just happened. It's not about my ego. It's not about my wishes in terms of I want something, because if you don't have I am, you don't have anything, and everything that's happened in your life is just independent experiences of this life. But it's just a flow, and that's why it's just this knowledge is become wider and more massive. It's like a growing of this knowledge, and I think that yes, we can live in a totally different society when everybody can be happy, everybody can be enlightened, everybody can be a Bretaharian. It's not something impossible. It's very clear for me that we can do it with our society. When you go through these processes, you lose many things in your life. It's not sad, it's vice versa. It's very releasing. You lose many relationships, goals, fears, addictions. Your life is changing in all spectrum. You are totally transform yourself, but it's not about will that you want it and you transform yourself. The transformation is happening by itself. It's independent process. Life is just show up with you. And I had a vision in this process when I went for this process. I'm now going through this process, and some days ago I have a vision that the independent field of possibilities is showing up with me, and I have a very interesting future. I now know it. Now I'm working with people in real life through different educations, seminar, lectures, workshops, and also I work with people through Skype. We just keep in touch in the internet, and it also work, and you can contact with me if you want to go through the education. One more thing is we don't have to become the light. We are already the light, and we were always be the light, and it's just a question of remembering this. Is just a fact. It's a being. Our natural state, our natural being is the light. Many people want to have paranormal abilities, but if you become an enlightened person, you at first get these paranormal abilities in some time. From the other hand, you lose the interest to these abilities, because everything is not important for you, and everything is like a one. You just go in the flow, and if you got these abilities, you just got it. If don't, you don't worry about it. You don't separate any experience from others. It's like all experience, all ever possible experience is equal for you, even if it's the worthest experiences or even if it's the bestest. You just explore an experience without any importance. When you have I am, you like in a prison, but when you lose your I am, you become totally free, and you got a lot of energy, and you explore more experiences. Your life is much bigger and wider in terms of experiences, and it's not only material experiences, it's also some energy experiences. When you have I am, you perceive only 1% of possible experiences, and when you lose your I am, you start to experience 100% of ever possible experiences. That's why your life becomes tremendously bigger and wider, and you got a lot of paranormal abilities. Finally you become a light body, and you can do everything, not only in your mind but in real life with the material world. This is amazing. It's a total freedom, because when you don't have I am, everything in life become the source. It's the infinite happenings, the infinite divine source, and you don't have to control it. You are totally free from any control. You are totally free from anything. These technologies are available for everybody because every person is just a system of beliefs. You believe that you are just a simple man and you are not enlightened, and this is true for you. But you can transform on all your beliefs with these technologies. Everybody can do it. My name is Olga Podorovskaya. You can connect with me through email. Thank you for watching.